Hi my friends, how are we all doing? Welcome to the channel and welcome to a fresh episode of F1 Manager 2022. Last episode's linked above. Now I want to apologise for my mood in last episode. I kind of lost the plot a little bit. I think my frustration started to boil over that this team is just crap, okay? And whoever voted for Aston Martin on the poll, I just want to say to you people, God damn you, okay? Because you've set me a bloody awful challenge here. Look, I'm new to the game. I'm new to the F1 experience, manager experience. I don't know if maybe we should be making like larger inroads, basically, with every kind of upgrade. Or if I'm basically not upgrading the parts well enough. I just don't know at this point in time. So, yeah, I think I'm just getting frustrated. I feel like everybody else is getting faster and we're getting slower, even though I've put upgrades on the car and stuff. So, yeah, I really don't know. We have got a driver trait here for him. He's gone up to 80 rated now. Interesting. Okay. That's good to see. I'm kind of at a point where I don't know what I'm doing with the drivers as well. I don't know if I'm getting rid of one or if I'm getting rid of two. But, yeah, that's that. So, a regulation change. These goals are pros and sporting regulations. In the interest of fairness, good sport, we propose that all teams should be allocated different CFD and wind tunnel testing limits based on their championship position. Please look at the details of the proposal. Okay, so first would only get that many. Second, third, sixth. See, the lower you are down, the more testing hours you get. I kind of like this because where we're crap, this would help us. Yes, it would help us. It would help us. So I'm going to say yes to that. Front wing research complete. Okay, that's good. Yeah, it was not good. And I was disappointed with it, so don't worry about it. I was very disappointed. Braking and medium. Yeah, we bloody know, okay. We know. So... Oh, we're not designing any... Are we not designing anything? I thought we were. Oh, that's... Are you sure? Current projects. Yeah, side pods are being designed. Okay, we could do another design project. Fair enough. Well, look, we've just done a bunch of research on the front wing. I feel like we should just do the front wing. It'd be a lot better, isn't it? I'm literally going to throw so much at it because I want these parts to be exceptional. I'll just throw the whole lot at it. Look at that. Look at the improvements on quite a lot of areas there. Yeah, I'm going to throw quite a lot at it. I really am. Because I've kind of got to a point where I've just had enough. I don't know if we can throw the whole 6 at it because... yeah, because I just don't know. But I'm going to throw that much at it. And I think... It's like a big improvement in some areas, isn't it? So let's just do it as it is. And then the more engineers, the quicker it will be done. I'm going to put 4. And then I think I might go intense. And it's going to take 39 days. But does it really... See the thing, we do 39 days, that'll be done during the off season, I think. So... let's do that. Let's design that part. So we can't research because I think we've got 2 design projects going. You can basically do a research and a design, or you can do to research or to design. And I think that we're kind of at a point where we definitely need to be designing new parts, because we need this car to be really, really good, because it's not at the moment. What's this? Good morning, Dan. Our annual Amrico F1 School World Finals is starting with the aim to spread awareness about careers in science and engineering through the magnetic of Formula 1. We know this is a busy time for you at your end, but the event's a fantastic opportunity to inspire the next generation of engineer talent in the sport. Bloody bloody blue. Staff experience gain pulse for 7 days, but we would get $100,000. To be honest with you, we don't need the money, and I need the XP at the minute, so yeah, we're going to have to carry on. Right, we've got a development point that we can put on, so yeah, let's throw that on feedback. 81, lovely. He has got better. That one has on. You've got a development point, but you are proper shy, aren't you? But we'll put it on there anyway. And you've got a development point as well. Chassis, front wings, suspension. I think we just stick it on one that's a little weak. So the regulation vote. So as you can see, I'm very surprised that McLaren, Red Bull and Mercedes have voted for. Because it doesn't help any of the big teams. Yeah, Alpine and Ferrari, I can kind of see why you've done that. But essentially, you're going to get the same now as you get the same there as you're getting now. But what this means is, because we're going to be a backmarker team when to start next season, is that we're going to get more testing hours next season, and that's going to help us massively. It's going to help us a lot. So yeah, I'm all for it. Okay, so I'm all for it. French Grand Prix, that's what's coming up. Oh, there we go. Alex Albon. It is, let's take a look at him, shall we? I want to compare him with change to Lance Stroll. So I want to compare the two. So they're both 80 rated, okay? Now Albon is, I would say Albon's probably a better attacking driver. He's got average growth potential and low aggression. So 70 on defend is probably a trait that's putting me off, because he's going to have to defend a fair amount. It's just the accuracy as well is putting me. I actually think that maybe like he's the better attacking driver. I think if we were in a front running car, I think Alex Albon would be the perfect number 2 driver. And his contract is very excessive as well, isn't it? So, yeah, it's kind of put me off. It's kind of put me off. I think the way I'm leaning at the minute, I'm really thinking about replacing Vettel, which is mad, I know. But I think I might replace Vettel before I replace Stroll, which is pretty insane, isn't it?
It's Grand Prix time here in Le Castellet. The very first horseless carriage race was organised in France in 1894. Since then, well, the carriages have only gotten faster. For the Grand Prix here, Paul Ricard boasts a fine collection of low, medium and high-speed corners. The seam curve is taken at breakneck speed, right before heavy braking at Beausset. This is an all-rounder test for cars and drivers alike. We're about halfway through the season now, and there's still plenty of time for everything to change. All eyes are on the teams and how they tackle the rest of the year. What will happen this weekend? Only time will tell.
So it is time for practice. As always, I'm going to go away and do that, and then we'll crack on with qualifying. Right, practice is over. I managed to get Lance Stroll's car to feel a lot better than Vettel's. Vettel was kind of like, car was setting up really nicely, and in that last session, that's kind of when Stroll's has gone rather nice. I might try and copy what Stroll's got for Vettel in qualifying and see if it helps a little bit. Qualifying it is. I don't know, gang. I don't know if we're in just for another bloody race where we're going to be at the back or not. we'll have to just wait and see, I think. I'm just going to send both my cars straight out and just get it over with. I don't know how to feel about this at the moment. I was so frustrated last episode. I really was. And I just don't know if it's going to be any different when it comes to race day this time around. We were faster than both Williams in practice, but that was it. We was only faster than the Williams. That's kind of where we've been at during the course of the series, to be fair. So yeah, I don't really know what to make of it, to be honest with you, everybody. But yeah, we just got to carry on, haven't we? Just got to keep pushing on the way we have been and hope for the best. To be fair, the more I kind of think about last episode, if it wasn't for that spin by Vettel, we might have been okay. There's going to be a lot of traffic out on the racetrack. That isn't good. Let's hope we can navigate it, eh? Because otherwise this first lap is going to be pretty atrocious for Vettel and even Stroll, to be fair. So let's see what they can do. As, to be fair, we've not really encountered that traffic just yet. Might do on this long straight though. As Vettel is probably going to be the first man to punch in a fastest lap. Please don't get in the way, whoever you are. That would really help. It was the McLaren. I don't think it did get in the way too much. There is another car here though, and that one is probably going to get in the way, and it's I don't know if that's done us any favours, that. Purple last sector, but yeah, Vettel still went faster than Stroll. But with Bottas just punching in a lap that's 1.3 seconds faster, I think that tells you all you need to know. That's enough of that, basically, is kind of how I feel at the minute. Albon went faster than both our cars. Of course he did. Albon has just found some ridiculous pace all of a sudden. Yeah, that's another story for another day, isn't it? And then I'm going to send Stroll out once Vettel goes past. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. And let's see what Vettel can do, shall we? Can he go quicker than that first lap that he set? He's so far behind the pace though. The fact that the Williams is now out qualifying us is the biggest worry of all, because we were comfortably faster than both the Williams for a long time, and now we're not. And we have just gone faster than Albon, which is good. That is good, but Albon's probably going to go out again and probably going to punch in a pretty quick lap. Oh, here we go. This is Stroll's lap, isn't it now? Oh yeah, let's potentially see what Stroll can do. Be great if Stroll could go faster than Albon as well, even faster than Vettel if he so wants and so pleases. You just need him to, you know, punch in a quick lap. But the fact we're doing 133s and Leclerc's doing a 133.16 is pretty insane, isn't it, to be fair? They're literally so much quicker than us. The cars ahead are so much quicker than us. What did Stroll do? So yeah, Stroll stays 19th, no improvement.
The grid is packed and there's electricity in the air, but there's no surprises in that. It's race day.
Aston Martin did a good job during qualifying, and they're pretty much where everyone expected them to be on the grid. Now, it's up to them to defy expectations during the race itself. Haas gave a solid performance in qualifying, and they'll be happy enough with their grid position here. Let's see if they can make it work for them. A sunny day here with only a few clouds in the sky. If things stay this way, the weather shouldn't pose any challenges to the teams.
Absolutely right. So brace yourself for a fantastique conclusion to the French Grand Prix.
Right, it's time for the race. You know, could it rain or something? Make it interesting. That would have been nice, but no, it doesn't look like it's going to do that. I can't believe Albon qualified faster than us. That's mental. But it is what it is. Right, we are... I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go hard medium. Start on the slower, finish on the faster. I think that's literally the best way to go right now.
The drivers there lined up on the grid under mostly sunny skies. And there's Sebastian Vettel. With their starting position in the back 10, they'll have their work cut out for them. There's the second Aston Martin. They'll be starting the race from the bottom half of the grid, so there's a fair bit of ground to make up. The race start is mere seconds away. And here we go with the French Grand Prix.
Right, when the 5 red lights go out, we all know what happens. We go racing. Come on. I've got to try and be a bit more bloody positive, because at the minute I'm just so depressed about how bad it is at the moment. I really am. Not really enjoying myself currently. I'm finding this really, really tough. As Stroll was going to take Vettel by the looks of things. Yeah, Stroll's going to get that done. Too wide. Too wide on the racetrack. Yeah, well done, Stroll. Got that done, didn't he? And he's now going to take a look at the Williams. It's weird how Vettel was the one that was finding some confidence, and now it seems to be that it's Lance Stroll that's kind of settling in as the season goes on. In my opinion.
Aston Martin with a great play there.
Oh yeah, very strange. Now it's very kind of not so cut and dry, is it? To be fair. You had a little look then, and the McLaren. The thing is, I say it every race, but it's always super exciting for the first few laps. We always seem to do well with the first few laps, and then we just kind of fall off a cliff, don't we? As the race kind of settles down into maybe sort of like from lap sort of 5, 6, 7 onwards. But yeah, it's surprising to see a few people back here on the medium first. Is that Vettel? Jesus Christ, Vettel did not mess about there, did he? Getting that job done. I'm just going to take them into neutral to save that battery. There you go. Looking at everybody else around us, tyres wise. Probably not pushing as hard as we are from the early stage. We've got Leclerc back here with us because he clearly took a penalty for parts or whatnot that he's put on his car. That was interesting in itself. So let's speed this up a bit. Yeah. I just feel like we really need these bloody Haas to be outside the points in this race, and we really need the Williams to finish behind us. So that's kind of what we're going to be aiming for in this race, to the most part. So yeah, that's going to be the big thing. We've had something happen, an incident in one of the sectors. DRS is enabled now. Yep, Sonoda had a lock-up, but he's yeah, he's behind now.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
Everyone would have gained that position though if he locked up and went off the racetrack though, so I'm not going to bother watching that.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
Yeah, oh God, we kind of know that's going to happen. That bloody Ferrari is unbelievable compared to the cars back here. Yeah, that was coming, wasn't it? That he was going to overtake Vettel like that eventually. What we really need is to pull away from the Williams, but I can't see it happening, to be honest with you. I just can't. Not at the moment. We don't have the race pace, so yep. Let's see what happens basically as the race kind of settles down. But we've got to go quite a while. What Vettel really needs to do is try and let that Ferrari drag him along. I've kind of mentioned this in the past, but you kind of want the faster cars to drag you along. But look at Albon. Look, he was 2 seconds behind a moment ago, and it's frustrating, man. It really is. It's really frustrating to see how far this car has fallen back, and the other cars are kind of competing. We were comfortably just flying along in front of those Williams for a while, and now we don't stand a chance.
Oh, did someone run wide there?
Verstappen run wide. He's right up the racetrack. We don't need to be watching that, do we? Yeah, Vettel, what can you do, Sunshine? Can you use that DRS? Can you make it happen? Can you take the McLaren? He really tried, and he nearly did have him. He did nearly have him. That's unlucky for Vettel. Really unlucky. If he can just keep him within touching distance the way he is, there might be there. It's going to be Ricciardo that he's going to attempt to have a go on. He's going to have a go again, and he's going to get it done this time. I think that's the DRS zone there, and that's good driving from Vettel. It's kind of helped Stroll. It's kind of pulled Stroll along.
With a great play
That's
there.
good. That's good for Vettel. Very good. That's what we need. So yeah, we're going to lap 32. Around about lap 32 before we go on to that medium. So we've got a long way to go on these hard tyres. We've got to make them go that far. But is this a DRS? Yeah, it's a DRS zone. So I fully expected that McLaren to go flying past us the way it did. And yeah, we're kind of settled in there, aren't we? I don't really feel like we need to
gain a position.
Sit back and watch that tit for tat going backwards and forwards between those two. And potentially even the Williams go flying past Stroll 400 times in this race. So yeah, let's just speed this along and see what happens basically and manage it from here. But where we are at the moment, I kind of fully expect is probably where we'll be when the race is done and dusted. So Zhou run wide. Zhou's up in 4th. We really don't need to worry about that, do we? Yeah, we are pretty close to Danny Rick, and Stroll's close enough to us that the DRS is kind of helping. It was helping Stroll a bit, basically stay in front of Albon. But the Latifi is hanging on and all in this race. So yeah, I think that tells you all you need to know about that Williams. They've put something in that's rocket fuel. It's really helping. Tsunoda's having a terrible race in the back, and he's locked up twice, and it's cost him big time. He was just closing Latifi down, and he's locked up again, and yeah, he's miles off the pace as a result. So there you go. Vettel is in front of Ricciardo again. But that'll probably change when we get to the start-finish straight because of the DRS. Stroll nearly overtook Ricciardo, I think, now. So Ricciardo kind of had to back off a little bit and defend. He's got him again. He's got him again. So, yeah, it's kind of how it's going to be, I think, back there. Schumacher actually isn't too far away, 4 seconds up the road. The Haas are outside the points. That kind of is a mini-win at the moment. Because we're not improving, and we, you know, our competitors are. The Williams have clearly got better. You can see how good that car has got because it's really kind of hanging on to us at the moment. And yeah, and I can't really push too much at the minute. I might just push the engines up a bit because we've got a little fuel there that we could probably burn off for a lap or two, but other than that I can't really do too much. But yeah, I don't know. Really, I don't really know where to judge us. I don't know how to judge the car at the moment. You know, that's the problem. Is I feel, like I've kind of said a few times, I feel like the Williams are getting better at a far more alarming rate than we are. I think they're really getting better a lot quicker than us. Haas have definitely improved because they've picked up points in the last couple of races. I feel like the McLarens have gone backwards because the McLarens always seem to be down here with us. So yeah, I feel like they've got pretty bad. That AlphaTauri all of a sudden has found some electric pace and is tearing through the field at the back there. As you can see, look, it's gone past them all. And it's probably going to try and go past Vettel. Yeah, there we go. Vettel is the one behind Stroll, actually, so that's interesting.
Aston Martin took a chance, and it's paid off.
I think Stroll gained a couple of positions from what Tsunoda did. But yeah, Tsunoda's flying. All of a sudden, Tsunoda is absolutely flying. He's gone past those. He's got a second gap almost to bloody Stroll already. And Lance Stroll has pulled out a big gap to Vettel. And that's going to put Vettel in a precarious position now in the DRS zones. Because he isn't going to have it to combat that Williams, which, you know, I keep saying has far improved. Yeah, pit window's open. Lance Stroll's just gone past Vettel there. The DRS zone, so that is. It's kind of made that happen. I think Stroll's going to have to pit first out of the two because Vettel's tyres look a bit healthier than Stroll's. So yeah, I think the optimum lap, I think, is when we will pit Lance Stroll first, just because his tyres have just a couple of percent. They've just gone slightly quicker than Vettel's have. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do. I think it might be, is it this lap when he goes through? When he's going to be called in? No? Don't know if Stroll's going to manage another lap, to be honest with you. I might have to bring Stroll in this lap. What's he going on to? Mediums. And then we can push push, open pit options. We're going on to the medium tyre.
Left box.
It's me who seems to think that's quite a long pit. Well, it could just be that the pit straight is just ridiculously long. Lance Stroll's going to have to push big time for this opening lap because Albon is quite a bit up the road, and so is Latifi. I don't know if they've both pitted yet though. Albon has. So there you go. Albon's pulled off a very, very good piece of work there, hasn't he? There you go. Was it an enforced stop though? Because that just seems like... don't know. He's going to be ahead of... I think he's going to be ahead of Vettel. Yeah, I think he is. I think that pit that just took 30 seconds from in to out.
I think we've had a car run wide.
Why did Vettel not come in? Why did Vettel not... Vettel didn't come in, did he? Huh? What on earth? Let's see if he comes in now. If he don't come in this lap, then I'm a bit worried. Oh, he's coming. That was strange. That was really strange. What happened there? Who knows? Stroll is like 3 seconds behind Albon. Mental. I don't know. If everyone's pitted, then yeah, I think we're in deep shit here. Albon's already pit, and he's out in front of us. So yeah, Ricciardo's into the pits. So there you go. That's something. Yeah, Vettel and Albon are kind of having a bit of a battle together. As is Lance Stroll, they're all bunched together. The Williams is quick. I genuinely, I would love to know what they have done to that car to improve it to the point where, for the first 6 races, they were 20 seconds behind us, and now 11 races into the season, they are on pace. And yet we've been making improvements to our car. So I would love to know what they've done, because I need to know how to improve this car properly. Because I'm clearly not improving the car the way it needs to be improved. Oh, I don't know, gang. 10 laps to go. Running 16th and 17th. And everyone we need to be outside the points is outside the points. So yeah. Schumacher's far too far up the road for us to really compete. We are 20 seconds away from that, so we're just basically trying to finish as high as we can now in the last few laps of this race, basically. Ricciardo is catching us. Yeah, he's catching us. We seem to be going backwards for some reason again. I wish I knew why. I wish I knew why. I really do. I don't really understand this game. If I'm really being honest, I don't really understand it. I think that's part of the struggle. I don't really know what I'm really supposed to be doing. I thought I did.
Gain a position.
I clearly don't. Ricciardo's on the soft. Dear God.
McLaren with a great overtake.
Obviously run those tyres so long that he went onto the soft and can really get the most out of them. The tyres. Yeah, there you go. Basically going to finish where we started. Another one of them races. Well, at least we pulled out a gap from that Williams, and we're kind of keeping the gap as well and proving that we are a bit faster than them, but it does make for pretty embarrassing reading at the moment that this is the best that we can do. Freeze those engines off. A couple of laps to go. Ah dear, I don't know what to do. I don't really know what to make of it. And we're into the last lap, so oh God's sake, Vettel.
Let's take a closer look. So this was the Aston Martin.
Oh my God. Dear Lord. Dear Lord.
And that's the lockup.
Happy to push. Copy.
He's got to push. He's got no choice because of the lock-up. Invited pressure.
Yeah, okay.
Tyres are getting warm. Well, that's your fault, mate. I've had to push. God, what is that? 3 mistakes in 3 races? Just when I thought Vettel was finding some consistency, he's turned into like the most bog standard driver I've ever seen in my life. Helping nobody at the minute. He really isn't. I'm kind of at a point now where I'm considering keeping Stroll on and binning Vettel at the end of the season. These weird mistakes have all of a sudden just started to creep in.
Max Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner.
I'm watching this because I'm worried he ain't going to hold on to this position. That's what I'm worried about at the moment, that he ain't going to hold on and the Williams are potentially going to pass him. Come on, Vettel, get it over the line, mate. Take that checkered flag, for Christ's sake.
Checkered flags.
There we go, thank God for that. So as you will have seen, the side pod design has just finished. So let's hope and pray and keep everything crossed. That's going to help a little bit next race, because honestly this has been painful the last 2 races. It really has. We have gone backwards in quite a big way and all. Like it's not even something you can work out. It's like literally, it's just like you blinked and everyone else is just like so much quicker than us. So yeah, I really don't know what to make of it. But yeah, we will be back for the Hungarian Grand Prix, I believe is the next one. I think that might be the last one before the winter break as well, which honestly cannot come soon enough. But subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content, my friends. Would very much appreciate it. Be sure to continue to drop likes on these videos if you are enjoying them, and leaving your comments in the comment section below. But until next time, stay safe, stay humble. See you real soon.